Hello there. Welcome to the first impressions of Gloria Victis Siege Survival. This is the demo that is available on Steam. So if you think this is a game for me, you can try it out yourself. The full game will be released on May the 18th. The demo allows you to play the first 6 days and experience its mechanics. Gloria Victis got its inspiration from 11-bit Studios' hit This War of Mine. The mechanics are very similar, as you will see. Let's take a look together. Going to choose the last bastion. The 6th day of summer. The year 1205, Kingdom of Midland. We were just starting harvest when the Izmir struck out of nowhere, catching us off guard. Horns of war sounded throughout Ettering, and the smoke-filled city ran red with the blood of its citizens. The savage warriors of Kargald had invaded our home. The town guard fought bravely, but the Izmirs were too many. Before long, the raiders were in the main square and the city center stood in flames. All we could do is send a messenger out to summon aid, while the outnumbered guards focused on protecting the fleeing citizens. In an act of selfless sacrifice, the guards gave their lives to aid the citizens. The survivors soon found shelter within the cold castle walls, safe from the slaughter for the moment. Those who could joined the castle crew to prepare the defense. The bloodshed continued unabated, street by street, square after square. The Izmirs overran the city, murdering anyone who didn't escape in time. Then they prepared their war engines, smashing the gate connecting the town and the castle. We thought things couldn't get any worse when the barracks were destroyed. Anyone still able to carry a blade was ordered to ready themselves for defense of the bastion. Alas, a tremendous boulder crashed down onto the barracks. The ceiling collapsed, killing and wounding many men still trapped inside. Our defense would be that much weaker. We took shelter in the keep and took stock of the situation. Supplies were limited. No doubt the Izmirs would soon attack again. The castle, the only part of Ettering still uncaptured, was now under siege. And it was up to us to support our soldiers as they fight to stave off the enemy until relief comes. The bastion must hold. as you can see, this is what will be our base. Moving around is with the wasp keys or with the arrows, and Q and E to turn left and right. So first thing first, we have to talk to the man by the wall. Moving is by left clicking. You recognize the man before you. It's Bertram, a local carpenter. You're relieved to see he survived. It's clear, however, the events of the last day have scared him in some terrible way. He just sits there, seemingly unaware of your presence, shivering and pressing his hands to his chest. Examine him. As you check him for wounds, you notice something in his tightly clenched hands. It's a small, scorched doll. You suddenly realize this man has just lost his family. There is nothing you can do for this kind of pain. Still, perhaps a warm meal might snap him out of his state of shock. However, the kitchen was destroyed by Izmir trebuchets. You will have to build a fireplace first. With all this debris around, you will surely have no difficulty finding firewood and other useful materials. So, as you could guess, this is the introduction. So, as in this war of mine, you work in your house, in this little castle, and by night you will scavenge in the city for materials, water and other kinds of supplies. We'll be chopping 6 pieces of wood. Meanwhile, on the left hand side you will see who we have under our control. It's Flint, and his profession is a worker. If you click on the feather icon, you will get additional information. Fireplace. I will build it close to where the supplies are stored. Right, by clicking on the fireplace icon, you get the additional menu, in this case to prepare food. We will prepare 2 meals instead of 1. Bertram is still exactly where you left him, shivering and pressing the tattered doll to his chest. His eyes stare absently, pain frozen on his face. It's as thought his mind you cannot escape what must have been his darkest moment. Let's feed him. He barely notices your presence, but you manage to make him eat. Bite after bite, you can see life coming back into him. Finally, he puts down the empty bowl and falls asleep. It is safe to guess he hasn't once shut his eyes since yesterday. Bertram's recovery would be so much better if he had even a simple bed, which you could build with materials lying in the street. The gate connecting the city to the castle is damaged, but you recall there is a secret passage leading to the city market. You could use it and look for some supplies under the cover of night. But wait a minute, who is that man standing by the gate leading to the bastion? So it's, as I told, during the day you will be spending your time here, preparing for nightfall and for the assaults on the bastion. The soldier standing before you is covered in blood, his eyes dim with exhaustion, the tunic and his armor torn to shreds. Only once he speaks, you recognize Galvik, an experienced garrison member known and liked by the citizens for his cordial attitude. He is stunned speechless by the loss of his aunt and nieces, yet another blow falling on a man already exhausted, but there is no time to grieve. Izmir's will attack soon, he says. We must resupply before it happens. Then he reveals that a group of soldiers is searching through the city as well, but they haven't come back. That's why he needs your help. What do you need? We need arrows, he says. Quite a lot of them. Of course, it would take days to craft them from scratch. But how about the Bower's workshop in the city? That's your chance. Hurry, says Galvik. All our lives depend on you. He returns to the bastion. So exactly like this war of mine, you get the end of day screen, in which you see every group member that you have. For the moment only Flint. Tomorrow we will have Bertram, and I know there is another character waiting in the city to be found. You can select what their activities are during the night. Because this is a tutorial, I only have the option to scavenge the city. At the end of this tutorial, and at the end of the demo, you will be able to scout the enemy lines. Those who stay in the keep will have two options. Either they sleep on the ground or sleep in the bed that you have made. This is the map for scavenging. We'll be in this area. And we'll be taking the torch along, because I know there is a body that we can burn. So this is the first area we come to. Left clicking with the mouse. He's moving. Since this is a tutorial and just the beginning, we have nothing to fear from the enemy. We need 4 wood, 2 cloth and 1 fiber. This is the bower's house, and that's the bower hanging from the tree. You have found the bower's workshop. Needless to say, the Izmirs had been here. The building has been scorched and looted. Its owner hangs from a nearby tree, a dozen crows sticking from his body. As you gaze on the destruction, a chilling wind reminds you why you were here. To find arrows for the soldiers. Only one way to find out. We step inside. You prowl through the devastated workshop, looking for the precious arrows among piles of broken parts and burned out furniture. Time passes, but you can't find any. Just as you are about to give up, you spot a flash in the dark. Under a broken roof beam. Could it be? Let's examine. Yes, arrows for the bastion defenders. You try to pull them out, but they seem stuck under the broken beam. You pull and pull until they are all yours. Suddenly, the dislodged beam collapses on top of you with all its weight. Pain shoots through your whole body. It takes you ages to pull free. As you leave the workshop, you see something changed. Continue. The bower's corpse has been taken down. An old woman leans over the body in the shade of the tree. She is sobbing, exhausted, and you guess she must be his mother. She had risked her life to cut her son down and bury him in a shallow grave. The woman struggles to move him, but she hurts herself with the axe under his belt. We will take the axe and leave, because we are heartless bastards. The woman freezes, not believing what she sees. Paralyzed by shock, she makes no attempt to stop you. Only as you leave, you hear her whispering, "What kind of a monster would rob the dead this way?" You walked away with the axe in silence. One who must survive. And now we can choose to equip the axe. Take the materials. Vegetables are for later. I will try to scavenge as long as I can. Will it make it easier for the next evening when we are coming back? We're going to burn the corpse so we gain access to the loot. We can use the fibers. We can collect the wood next evening. Damaged light armor can be repaired at repair workshop. That's something we can do for the defenders. But for now, it's not yet needed. I'll take what I can. As much as I can. Let's hurry back to the castle. Yes. Right, so he's thirsty. And let's talk to Bertram. It seems Bertram is feeling much better. The loss of the family has had a crushing impact on him that only time can fully heal. Nonetheless, finally the carpenter has recovered from shock and is ready to rejoin the fight. Continue. It was Flint, right? He asked. I remember you visiting my workshop once or twice with Gelvik. Thank you for your help. Now we should take care of the animals and find fresh water. So we get to the other part of the tutorial. Bertram is right, fresh water is paramount. In a stroke of bad luck, the castle well took a direct hit from the trebuchets. Still, maybe if you clear away the debris, you might repair it somehow. You gotta try. So we're getting more assignments, but first of all, I'm going to put him to rest. Right. We don't have a bed yet. Let's see whether or not we can construct a bed already. Yep, we can construct a bed, so we will. Then we got Bertram. Let's clear out. So we can gain access to the chickens. Chickens eat fodder, so let's feed the chickens. Nope, repair. Sleep in bed. Collect materials. The last batch. Right, we cleared it all. You removed the debris blocking the well. Sadly, to no avail. The well's base has been crushed by the trebuchet projectile. The shaft itself is blocked, and there is no way you could clear it out before dying of thirst. Perhaps you could find some potable water in the city market, under the cover of darkness. It's risky, but it's the best chance you have. We have no choice. Right. We have to send the arrows to the bastion. Thus, you do that by clicking the flashing icon bastion, and it gives you the strength of our army, at the moment 31, and that of the enemy, 35. The next battle will happen in 1 day. They have 1 wounded soldier, the morale is high, and they have a shortage of weapons and arrows. At the moment they have 5 armor, light armor, 2 bows, no arrows, and 5 axes. We are going to send them the arrows, and that's all for now. That should suffice. Right, in the meantime, I'll be trying to expand our facilities. We can build a workbench or a butcher's table, let's build a butcher stable first. We'll put it close to the fire. Can we build something else? No. We are short on wood. And we need a workshop and a workbench. But I do know that we need a lot more planks. Since we are running out of time, I will end the day a bit early. So as you can see, we now have 2 characters that we can choose to work with. Now Flint is for the moment lightly wounded and Bertram is still sad. Now I'm going to keep it like this, because Flint has 1 capacity more in his backpack. On the left hand side you see the problems of the Bastion, that they still have a shortage of melee weapons. We will not be taking anything additional for the moment, because it is not needed for this run. Right, here we go again. A quick run. A shovel. We can use the shovel to open a way to the other areas. So I will gladly take it along. We still need to find 5 more water. No more space. Ah, plenty of water now. Now, we're going to open up the road. So very like this war of mine. And as you can see on the other side, you have one of the guards. And he had got notice of us. And he's moving back away. It took longer than normal. Right, wood or water? Let's say we take the additional wood. Yeah, that's the water. That's the wood. Let's build the workshop. So the battle has begun. In the red circles you see are projectiles of the trebuchet, which leave stones to collect that we can use to help rebuild the castle wall. Let's build tools. We will be needing them to build the other workshop. The battle seems evenly matched. Ah, are we lucky? Can we collect? No. So the battle has ended. You get a small summary of what happened during the battle. So wall damage 0, none of our soldiers have been fallen, just one wounded, and we used up all of our arrows. So we're going to need to find some more or make some more. We need some planks and some planks. Let's see if we can make some planks. 10 planks. And that is probably all we can do for this day. Let's build a herbal workshop first. I'm going to send out Bertram tonight. With nothing special. Alright, let's pick up the items we had to leave behind. Water, vegetables. As you can see, now that we open up the road to the enemies, we get new icons. This one over here, that's where we can hide. If you're wondering why I'm not clicking the green buttons, it's because it's just telling me I can't go there, that the road is blocked. Alright, let's continue. One more slot. We must be careful, because I know a guard is walking there. There he is. You can kill one guard, but leaves your character very wounded. And I want to enter this building, because over there is the third person you can invite to your group. If you're able to save her, that is. You pass a ruined house, once the property of a wealthy merchant. Suddenly you hear yelling inside. The shouts of several men speaking a language you do not understand, and a screaming woman. Could it be Izmir's? Take a look inside or leave this place quickly. We are going to look inside. You see two Izmir standing by a half-falling wall. The third enemy approaches a terrified woman and pushes her forcefully onto the ground. Moments later, she draws her knives and rips the attacker's guts open. He falls right on her, rendering her defenseless, and the others rush to her in a rage. You must help her. We can push the broken wall on them, or attack them from behind. We will push the broken wall on them. That's the only way you both can make it out alive, you and the woman. Furious, the Izmir close on the victim, and she recoils from a powerful kick. Meanwhile, you pull back and run into the damaged wall, smashing it with your shoulder. Piles of debris bury the enemies alive. When the dust falls down, you see her wide open eyes staring at you with awe. She could be useful in the castle. She's best off far from here. Now, I know we can invite her, so we will. You are good with the blade, you compliment her, adding that someone like her would be of great use in the castle. She smiles evilly, pointing to another body nearby. A chance to avenge my husband, and all the Izmirs have done. There is nothing I want more. My name is Rena. Lead the way. Let's leave. So now we have an additional person. Right, let's see. I need wood. And it's almost time to run back home. Let's see. We're maxed out on water. Let's see. This is fine. Let's return. Oh, no, the other way around, mate. See, that's why. So, this was the end of day 3. 3 more days to go. Yes. It's Gelvik again. He looks even worse for wear than before. The last fight must have been intense. He tells you there are wounded soldiers after the Izmir's assault. The defenders desperately need bandages. Also, their weapons need repair. That's not the worst of it, adds Gelvik. Scouts have seen soldiers of the Sangmar Empire to the south. Sangmar! It is the Sangmarian fleet here to attack our lands? Or are they going to strike the Izmirs back? For now, they are a great unknown. Having told you all he could, Gelvik turns to return to the bastion. Looking at him stumble in exhaustion, you can only wonder if you will see him again after the next battle. Right, the night was calm. So, new day, we have more people. Now, as you can see, Rena, we're going to harvest 2 chicken eggs. We're going to put Bertram to bed. Flint is going to continue our work. And Rena is to create a new set of tools. Right. Let's see. We can make bandages. Let's make 2. Just because we can. We have meat, eggs, and vegetables. only one rotten food. With the eggs we will make fodder for the chicken. Yes, we will. Build a repair workshop. And after we fed the chickens, we will take the broken weapons from the soldiers. So, one broken axe. They have 3 wounded, so let's give them 3 bandages. Let's give them 10 water. Rocks are not yet needed. And we have the next battle in 2 days. Send. Build a repair workshop. We're on that. We also have to make 3 meals. So butcher up. We can repair the axe. So let's do that. And they need 3 meals. We can deliver 1. Let's make this one already. And let's shop some firewood. 9. Let's cook some meals. Right, let's send that over. 3 meals to the bastion and to repair the axe. And let's start butchering some more meat. Apparently we're out. Nope. Let's cook. Meat. Flint is to scavenge, yes. Yes, he will. He will take the axe. Oh no. I gave both the axes. That's bad. That's really, really bad. Alright, let's go. We must be quick. Because we must be on the other side of these houses. There we can collect some iron. That I know. I'm under the impression that scavenging points don't really change. So the items you get and where you find them do not really change. That's the guard, no? Yeah, he's moving around. Yeah, let's hide. Oh, we can move out. Some roasted meat. Come on. Not what I'm looking for. Also not what I'm looking for. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. The one thing I really needed. I'm going to change it with the food. Yeah. Let's move back out. So with the iron bar, we will be able to fletch some arrows. All right. So he's very, very, very thirsty. So let's drink. Oh, no. Let's eat. Not really that really important because it's almost over. Let's no. Resume work. Resume work. We need firewood. Yeah, we changed that, so Let's fetch some arrows. So they need arrows and food. 1 food. 2 food for them. Oh. Yeah, he's still building. Eat 1. So we are finished with the arrows. We go and send them a little bit of food. And with that all done, we're actually finished here. Nothing more to do. Oh, we can make chicken fodder. Then let's do that. So in the full game you are able to upgrade certain items and build additional, but in this prologue you're not able to. It's very limited. It's looking good. Right, let's end the day. He's very tired, so he's going to sleep. She's hungry. He's going to scavenge. Let's get back. The enemy assault approaches. If not mistaken, today is the day. Soldiers are starving. That's not good. Let's send that. Let's see whether or not we can repair in time. We can't make any food. Pity. Nope. We can kill the chickens. Or wait until they lay some eggs. Fire arrows. So something starts burning, you gotta put it out and repair it. And during battles, you can take broken items and send other stuff to them. So, repair all the axes. And we can send the armor in time. A good one. Ah, wonderful. Eggs. Only one egg. So the wall took 3 damage. But all the rest, it's fine. So let's go to the bastion. We have stone. And we can repair the wall. They need arrows, they need melee weapons, and food. But since this is the last day, and night, I think. It really doesn't matter too much. Let's end the day. Well, because this is the end, after this night we get an event. I'm just going back to the castle. Report! An imperative voice breaks the silence. You recognize Maris, the stern woman from the town guard. By her own standards, she looks quite ordinary. Her auburn hair tied high, the empty eye hole covered with a patch, and the remaining eye staring at you coldly. But where is Galvik? Ask about Galvik. Although Marise remains calm, you see her fists are clenched, and her gaze grows even colder. Galvik went over the wall, she said quietly. Reproachfully, yes, our best soldier has gone scouting behind enemy lines because you people didn't. Clearly, she is worried about Galvik, but surely he can handle himself. But Marise changes the subject. If we are going to survive, she says, we need arms. They were stored in the guard post by the market. We sent some of our soldiers there to retrieve them, but they haven't come back. We can't send anyone else, but you could. Search the guardhouse, look for the weapons, and find what happened to our man. Having finished talking, Marie turned her heel and returns to the bastion. So, this was a first look at Gloria Victis. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.